Hello, True Ecosystem is speaking. Today we're going to tell you about another hot topic, fractional NFTs. So, today, how to buy PATEK PHILIPPE watches for only $50? Where can you get the collection of OG Yeezys? I'm not the only owner of this board AP, and all the other questions about fractionalized NFTs. So, let's go! We are sure that if you open this video, you know exactly what NFT is. But what are fractional NFTs? We'll try to explain it in simple words. So, a fractional NFT is simply a whole NFT that has been divided into smaller fractions. That's why they are called fractional NFTs. Unlike usual NFTs, fractional ones allow different number of people to claim ownership of a piece of the same NFT. In technological language, it works like this. The NFT is fractionalized using a smart contract that generates a set number of tokens.
Wait, let me explain the meaning in another way. Imagine you come to a dealership and see a wonderful car that you want to buy, but unfortunately you have only $1,000 while the whole car costs extremely expensive, $100,000. There are also some people who want to get this car as you and they don't have the certain amount of money to buy the complete car. So what the dealer does, he allows you to buy an imaginary part of this car, but an important point, no one will be able to drive it. Here comes the question, why do you need a vehicle on wheels then and even a part of it? The car turns into an investment. So if the price of this car goes up, your fraction also grows in price. Correspondingly, the same thing happens with falling.
And there are already many cases of applying this technology in real life. So let's take a look at them. And the first platform today is Fractional.art. It is one of the most popular platforms. It lets NFT holders fractionalize their assets and redeem Ethereum in return. With a user-friendly interface, you can easily buy fractionalized tokens in some of the most expensive NFTs on the market. For example, you can buy things such as art blocks or Bored Ape Yacht Club. You can always watch the statistics that show how many shares of an NFT are yet to be bought up. So maybe it's your time to buy a piece of AP?
Yeah, you're absolutely right. If you want to get a Bored Ape and you don't have 80 ETH, that's the best solution for you. As we all know, the apes were always growing in price before the bear market and you could easily swap your fraction of an NFT and fix your profit.
Maybe yes, maybe no, but we hope you know that the real future is utility NFTs. So let's look at some examples with real utility. Otis was born out of a passion for art and culture. They say that out of that passion and belief came a conclusion that investing in cultural objects like art and collectibles can be a financially savvy part of a diversified investment portfolio. If you are a sneakerhead, then you'll definitely like the idea of buying a piece of OG Yeezy collection, or maybe 1985 Jordans in Bread and Chicago colorways. Just look at them. They're gorgeous. If you are a techno geek, then you'll definitely like the opportunity of buying an original iPhone, or maybe the first generation iPod. Yeah, we see you're interested now, but we need to move on. Timeless was founded with the aim of making unique and limited assets accessible to everyone. Valuable assets aren't easy to come by. Their research, purchase, insurance, accommodation and care isn't only expensive but also time-consuming and sometimes stressful. This platform gives you an opportunity to buy something really unique and expensive. For example, right now you can buy PATEK PHILIPPE watches for only $50. Look, the price of them was divided in 1,790 parts and each of them costs $50. You don't need to think about storage, care and so on. This item is real and its price will grow, the same as anything rare. And you'll be able to get profit out of it. The fractionalized NFTs concept is relatively new, but it's already showing good results.
Despite the advantages of that technology, there is also another side of the coin. Let's look at the PHILIPPE watches for $50. Basically, you buy a virtual part of a digital watch backed up by a real watch, what means the pixel watch becomes a stock. We already have some examples of that happening in real life, like stocks of precious metals that people buy. Summarizing physical and digital things that people turn into fractional NFTs, the main disadvantage of that is you do not own a whole thing you pay for, what means you can't use its benefits. On these watches you cannot see in actual time. With the fractional rare and expensive NFT, for instance, you are not able to get a merge for free or access to private party because you are not the owner of the whole NFT. The NFT you bought a fraction of is owned by marketplaces and services which give you an ability to buy a conditional part of it. When you buy a fraction, you play only with the price of the thing you invested in.
You know, True is always on the trend, so maybe soon you'll see a collection of fractionalized NFTs on the True marketplace. So follow us, subscribe, put your like and get ready for the true future of NFT technology.